What's going on, world? It's your boy VO the Face. The bucket list back in the building. It's Saturday, May 8th, and we coming off the glass with this one. We got our NBA scheduled lineup. About to hit it with you guys. Bunch of games on the lineup, bunch of teams playing for seeding, as well as playing to avoid the play-in game and playing to be a part of the play-in game. So we got a lot of interesting matchups, and without further ado, we're going to kick it off with Jay Reese's least favorite team, the Detroit Pistons, visiting the Philadelphia 76ers. Jay Reeves, let me know what you think about that game.
When I first looked at the number, it said minus 10.5, and then right in front of my eyes, it went down to minus 10. With that being said, Philadelphia was extremely disappointing today, losing to the New Orleans Pelicans without Zion Williamson and Brandon Ingram. So I don't really know what's going on with this team, but I would have to say they blow out Detroit. So I got Philly minus 10.
Yeah, I could see definitely a blowout as well. I actually have it at 10.5, like you initially seen it. Yeah, it seems like it keeps fluctuating. But yeah, even though Philadelphia, you said they lost, but they actually just lost against the spread. They actually just won by 2. I think they were projected at +6 yesterday or something, or +7 over the Pelicans, and they weren't able to cover that. So that was a tough one for the Pelicans and a tough one for us. But I'm in agreement with you. They'll bounce back today and win this game by 10.5. Silly C, who you got in that game?
They're in Philadelphia. I have it actually minus 11 right now.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a hefty, especially the way they played just the other day. But I do think they're going to come out and set the pace. I do feel that they cover that spread. I'll take Philly.
Yeah, it'd be really contingent on what Pistons do, because they are not playing for the play-in game. They're actually tanking, it seems like. So if they play Plumlee and all their boys, they might have a better chance, but that still do be determined because they've been wishy-washy lately. Hey, let's go to the next game on the slate, and we got the Washington Wizards visiting Malcolm Brogdon and the Indiana Pacers. Cody, what does the number say to you?
I have Washington minus 4. Now, they're in Indiana. I don't know. I don't really like Indiana much at all. And this, even at home, Washington is playing definitely to try to get that play-in spot. I feel Washington covers the spread here.
Yeah, because I don't want to be the one to align us all. I'm going to go ahead and side with you on this one and say Indiana does not cover, and Washington I'm sorry, I said that all bad, but Washington's going to cover. The minus 3.5 is what I got it at. I'm going to take Washington in that one. Jay Reeves, who you got in that one?
I'm in agreement with you guys. I got Washington minus 4.
All right, we all going to take Washington for the big win. Next, we're going to have Memphis visiting the Toronto Raptors, man. Jay Reeves, what is Vegas saying about this one?
So they currently have Memphis sitting at minus 6.
Memphis.
To be honest, man, down the stretch, this team has been extremely disappointing, man. Barely covering spreads. They're not as hot as they was, I want to say, back in April. With that being said, I feel like they possibly win the game, or they could possibly just fumble this game up. I got Toronto +6.
Yeah, and I don't know if Toronto will be able to win it. With the 6 points, it finds a little bit more interesting, but I do kind of like that money line for Toronto at the +184. So I'm going to go ahead and go Toronto money line. Cody, what do you got on that one?
Yeah, this is what I have. I actually had a money line at 188 right now.
Even better.
I like that one a ton because they're in Toronto. Memphis. They have issues. You never know what team's going to show up. I definitely think Toronto covers that spread.
All right, man.
And also money line. wins the game outright.
All right, man. We're gonna go into this one. This one, man, has a point guard that's been on fire. He's been over exceeding expectations, and he broke Silly C's position top 10 list. And we're not talking about Steph Curry. We're talking about Mekhi Flynn, and the Thunder visiting the Warriors. Who you guys got in this one?
So they got GSW sitting at minus 14. That is a fat number. With that being said, I believe this could possibly be a rubber match, and they just beat them by, I want to say 20-something points. I don't know. I have to check the numbers on that. But they definitely covered the spread. Can they do it again today? I don't see it happening, but it's kind of hard to go against Golden State and the boy Steph Curry. So I'm going to go Golden State Warriors minus 14. Sorry I'm so long-winded on that.
Nah, it's all right, man. It did take a little explaining because you just don't want to jump out the window on that. But I'm going to go ahead and jump out the window. I'm going to go ahead and take OKC with the 14 points. I think it could be closer in the rubber match. Cody, can you look at what Flynn did yesterday? Is that a reason why maybe he broke your top 10? Did he ball out a little bit yesterday? And Jay Reese says this is a rubber match, so is there any reason to think that Flynn might have another big game? And can you tell me what his production was for the last game?
I think they last played on Thursday, I want to say, Cody.
Yeah. 1 second.
Yeah. I think there could be some other fantasy value in this. If you're looking towards like Wiggins or Oubre, as well as obviously Moses Brown or whatever. Cody, what was Flynn's last production?
Okay, I'm pulling that right now. And then also while I'm bringing this up, I don't know, that minus 14 is hefty. That's a hefty price. And with Flynn, playing the way he did, to say that I don't think that Golden State's they're gonna win the game, but they don't cover that spread. So I picked OKC to cover the spread.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he definitely going.
What I have looks like he balled out.
Yeah, that's probably why he broke your top 10 list. Maybe they're just having a tough time dealing with him. What did he get in that last game? Man, if you don't align all your fucking numbers right now, man. I'm just messing with you, man. I had to fill the air with something, so I figured I'd insult you. Hurry up, numbers guy.
It was Thursday?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty.
Oh, you don't get to make that sound, Cody. you let next sound to come out your mouth better be what Flynn did. Well, you know what? We're gonna keep it pushing. Me and Cody agreed on that one. Okay.
I didn't even see him on here.
Yeah, maybe he wasn't even on there.
At this
I don't even see. Did he even play?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We could let it go. I was just big.
Ty Jerome was actually their big baller the other day. He got 23 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. And then
I have no idea who that is either. Yeah,
Theo Maladon.
What was the score in that game, though?
It was 118-97.
Yeah.
All right, man. Now we're definitely taking it into the Western Conference bottom half of the playoff seeding right here. It's going to be the San Antonio Spurs visiting the Portland Trailblazers. Who do you got in this one, Jay Reese?
Man, they got Portland sitting at minus 6.5. The thing with the Spurs is they're fighting to be in the play-in game, but it looks like they want to just play out and go on vacation. Like, the Spurs are really disappointing down the stretch. I don't know, man. I heard some stat about them being like one of the worst team to shoot threes. They're in like the bottom 3 of shooting threes, and it's just really disappointing. You think Pop will have those boys ready? Man, I got Portland minus 6.5.
Yeah, I mean, when their two biggest superstars kind of like refuse to shoot threes, DeJounte and DeRozan, like they're not going to be a high 3-point shooting team. I'm going to go ahead and agree with you. I'm going to take Portland, but not because any of the reasons that you listed, just because you know what time it is. It's Dame time. It's the 4th quarter of the season, so it's Dame time. Silly C, who you got in that one?
I'm going to have to go in agreement. Right now it's 11:25. but really it's Dame time. So let's go ahead and say Portland covers that spread. I have a -6, but yeah, Portland covers that easy.
All right, man. We all been aligned on some of these. We're gonna go into this next one. Where's Brooklyn at? We got the Brooklyn Nets visiting my Denver Nuggets. I'm gonna kick this one off. My Nuggets are 0-2 in the last couple games. They have been playing well since they lost Jamal Murray and Dozier and Morris, but now I think the depth issues are starting to creep up. But I just don't know who on Brooklyn that is going to mess with Jokic. I don't know who's going to stop him. I predict a monster game.
Nobody.
From Jokic. I think men lie, women lie, and Nico lie. Those are three things you can count on, and I believe the Nuggets pop off tonight. Silly C, who you got in that one?
So in Denver, right now, Brooklyn can't win if all three of them are not in. I just don't see it. Like this whole little spectacular team they try to create is just not happening. And I definitely picked Denver to cover the spread. I have a -4.
All right, man. Well, that's both of us. Jay Reeves, who you got in this game?
This is a real tricky game here. I just want to correct you. The Nuggets only lost one game losing streak because they just played New York and they beat them pretty handily. Brooklyn is on a 4-game losing streak. I think Denver's going to make it a 5-game losing streak. Brooklyn really sucks.
Man.
I mean, like, and you're starting to see as it come down the stretch, you're starting to see like without James Harden, they possibly really can't get anything done because Kyrie and Kevin Durant, with all that star power, with all that offense, they're not getting the job done. Brooklyn is terrible. I'm going the Nuggets with points, the Nuggets +4, the Nuggets on the money line. I'm putting Nuggets on mines all day long.
Yeah, man. As a matter of
fact,
I was waiting. I was waiting for it.
What did you say? That's the PIFP, man. Nuggets about to get rid of Brooklyn, man, and they're coming out to Denver, and I think we're gonna show them what time it is, man. As far as this is a game you play up for, and hopefully we get a big game out of somebody not named Nikolai to complement the big game that Nikolai is going to have. We're going to go in the last game on the schedule. Pretty simple here. We don't have to waste a ton of time on it. Houston visiting Utah. I'm gonna go with Utah. Jay Reeves, who do you got now? I'm sorry. I was like, I thought we were getting hot.
I thought you was about to come in with some numbers.
I have -15 right now in Utah. Houston is terrible. I think they're even down some players. I picked Utah to cover this -15 easy.
Whatever. Man, like to be honest, man, like Houston, we definitely have a problem. My whole thing with Houston, I wish that they would just put these dudes out of their misery and just void the rest of their games for the season. Like they're done. They have mentally checked out. More than half their team is on the injured list. Like, I don't know, man. Like Utah -35.
Yeah, I can see them blowing them out. I actually want to look at that over under, and that one's set at 225.5. And I'd even say Utah wins -15.5, and they go over on the points just because Houston's a horrible defensive team, and Utah makes about almost 17 3-pointers a game. And when they get hot, it just gets ridiculous. So it could be really ridiculous tonight out there in the Salt Lake City. But that's just us going against the spreads and the odds. When it's you against the sports book, the bucket list